Hello everyone, welcome back to the Spiritual Social. I feel inspired today to give you a positive message from your guides, the angels, whatever other, let's say entity that is magical and would like to transmit to you a positive message of well-being and support. I recently had a nightmare and I woke up rather terrified from it. So I just felt the need to pull some empowering cards of support for myself. And then I thought, well, if I'm doing it for myself, I might as well just help others as well. So I'm going to be doing a reading. It's going to be a pick a card, and I'll be pulling one card from each of the decks that you see in front of you, the Shaman's Oracle, Archangel Michael, and Work Your Light deck. I also pulled the Sun card from the Rider-Waite Tarot and the Star card, so that the beneficial and positive influence of both the Sun and the Star can shed light and help illuminate any fears or any issues that we might be going through. So I'm just going to go ahead and begin the reading. There will be 4 piles, so you have time right now to just meditate for 2 minutes and figure out which pile you would like to go for. Hello, pile number 1. How are you? I hope everything is going well. The crystal that I have for you is a clear quartz crystal that actually I think looks like a little fortress on a cloud, like if you can imagine a castle being on a cloud. And I'm going to just place it over here so its energy is going to help us. So, if my camera could focus. I'm going to pull a message for you from the Shaman's Oracle, one from the Archangel Michael, and one from the Work Your Light deck. Let's just see what messages we have. First, from the Shaman's Oracle. Okay. Second, from Archangel Michael. Message for pile number 1. 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 Oop, too many. I'll choose one from the top. Put these back. Okay. This feels very soothing. So let's see. You got the Ancestor of Hope. This is such a beautiful card. I'm going to look inside the booklet and read you what it says regarding the Ancestor of Hope. Okay, so this is amazing. It says here, I am the Ancestor of Hope. I bring light into the darkest places and offer strength and support in times of greatest need. Whoever walks with me at their side is able to draw upon the deep well of enduring hopefulness, which overflows with the wisdom of understanding and acceptance, and offers the cure for all sorrows. Look ahead and you will see the triumph that you seek. Do not look back, for there lies only the lost moments of your life. So this is a really encouraging energy that brings you hope in the darkness hours and a sense of energy to move forward. It speaks about support and generosity and the ability to see beyond life's trials. It's ultimately about the strength to just move towards a positive outcome. So this is a very great grounding influence to begin with. And since it is the energy of an ancestor, it's a message that comes from the past, from your bloodline. So it leads me to think that in your family, you've got perhaps somebody that passed away that is looking out for you, for your well-being. Okay, so that's amazingly lucky. Okay, now from the Work Your Light deck, you have Keepers of the Earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. So yeah, just as with Ancestor of Hope, the message fits so well, and I'm so happy when I see the cards communicating with each other so well. So, Keepers of the Earth, you are not alone. Remember that we are always connected, that we are always part of something. I'm going to read you what it says from the booklet. You are so supported. You do not stand alone. You have a magnificent team of helpers, both in this world and on Earth, who are here to help you every step of the way. Call upon them for assistance. They are here to help. So you have to think about what kind of support you might need and just call it out. And just so you know, you have help from the hidden realm that once you actually word your desire, they can help you bring it into being. So in order to activate this energy of the Keepers of the Earth, the booklet recommends hold a card on your heart and say, I am open to receiving a whole new level of support for my life and my work, and I call it in now. You can include here any other specific requests. And then you should end by saying, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's beautiful. So remember, whenever you ask something of the realm beyond, whenever you call in, you summon angels or spirits, and you can definitely do so at any time of the day or the night. Remember that once you ask them something, you also give them something, because there is the universal law of exchange and balance. So if you ask them for something, you have to thank them for listening to you. Okay? So that's just a small thing that I'm sure a lot of you already know if you're watching these type of videos. And finally, we have advice from Archangel Michael. So Archangel Michael says, admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. I'm trying to get my camera to focus, but it seems to be quite difficult. So let me just read it out. I hope you can see the image at least. I appreciate your support in helping me face my feelings with grace and acceptance so that I can be lovingly honest with myself and others. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for giving me courage and strength. So whatever it is that you're dealing with at the moment in your life, you can summon the courage and the strength by being honest with yourself. What is it that you need to do to help move your life and your light into a better realm? Remember the message from the Ancestor of Hope. It is here to help you move forward into abundance and optimism, and yeah, with a renewed sense of self-esteem. And you have an army of people from ancestral lines, from around the environment, from basically from the energy of the earth that are here to help you. All you have to do is be honest with yourself about what you want, ask it, and you shall receive it. All my love goes out to you, pile number 1, the energy of the clear crystal quartz. I hope purified the situation, and I hope that you feel inspired and renewed, and whatever has been worrying you up until the moment when you saw this pick a card reading at a given divine time, I hope that this is going to help you move forward with all your plans. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. For you, I have the energy of a stone called chrysoprase or chrysoprase. It is a really beautiful slight pink and slight green stone that has these kind of aquatic reflexes. And it is supposed to be an ultimate healer and connector from the heart chakra to the heavens. So I hope that this message is going to connect your heart center to the realm of inspiration, spirit, and the divine. So I'll pull a card from each deck. Let's see, what energy do we have? Oh, wow, that was really quick. Only one card. Wow, okay. So you got the Companion. Okay, let's see what energy from the Archangel Michael. What does he want to help us with? I'll come back to the Companion in a second. I first just want to pull out everything. Whoa, wow, wow, wow. Too many cards. I'm going to choose the one that fell on top and put the rest away. I want to keep it simple in messages today. Simple and effective and concentrated. Okay, so let's begin with the first card. You got the Companion. This is a really special card because rather than it being just in the Shaman's Oracle, rather than it being part of a suit of the spirits, the dancers, the shamans, the ancestors, and the hunters, the Companion stands by itself together with the journeyer. So it's a really, really special card, and to my mind it speaks about union with someone. It speaks about wanting to connect, and perhaps this is a sign from the universe that a connection, a meaningful connection, is coming up soon to help support you in your life. Let me just read what the booklet says. So in the booklet actually phrases the cards almost as if they're speaking for themselves. So, I am the companion of your journeying. I set your feet upon the path between the worlds and help to steer your course to the places where truth may be found. I am both guide and guardian, making sure you do not stray too far from the path or visit those who may be unfriendly or unwilling to help. By remaining at my side, you will find truth and guidance from the spirits. Think of me always as your friend, one who shares in your search for truth and walks at your side wherever the journey may take you. So it's about offering unconditional help. It's about being yourself a companion to others, while also, I do feel as well, you are attracting a companion into your life. Look at the beautiful way in which the card has its arms wide open. So this kind of attitude of being with an open arms is something you can begin to cultivate in your life to protect you from fear. You are generous, you are strong, you are powerful. And in order to face fear, you can be a faithful ally, a loyal ally to other people, or call them in as well. Okay, and now your second card, guidance from Archangel Michael. So Archangel Michael says, this is your life's purpose. Archangel Michael, you know the details of my divine life purpose, and I ask you to help me be aligned with my goals. Please clearly guide my actions so that I'm taking the best steps to fully manifest my wonderful and meaningful career. So I always find it funny with this card because it ends with career, almost as if your life's purpose is somehow linked to an idea of career. But please interpret this widely. I'm sure that Doreen Virtue meant it in a different way. But she's a Taurus, so she's quite pragmatic, and I think this is why the focus on career. So I think it should say my wonderful and meaningful life, right? Because our lives are made of multidimensional aspects. We have families, we have work, we have to take care of ourselves, health and self-care. We have a spiritual side, we have a sexual side, we have a relational side, we have an emotional side, we have a thinking side. There are many, many different sides to ourselves, and we can perceive reality both in its physical and in its divine, and its godlike, and its what some people would call the 5D. So I would say, sorry, it's just getting a bit out of focus. So I would say that perhaps combining the cards, being an ally is your life's purpose. You might be a person that has as its life purpose to be together with someone. I know that might sound counterintuitive to some ideas about being a full-blown independent individual, but being together with somebody doesn't necessarily exclude your independence. So you can be independent and an individual while also being the perfect companion, and while also fulfilling your life's purpose. Yeah, so don't be afraid to connect. Don't be afraid to be with someone. I kind of feel that there is a sense of fear of intimacy here, but you must overcome it in order to fulfill your life's purpose, which is to be a lover, to be a support, to be a giver, and yeah, a colleague, a companion. Am I? That's beautiful. The final advice that we have from the Work Your Light deck is take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. So this speaks about going on a journey, or maybe retreating from connections at the moment. Maybe you have to actually do some inner work in order to realize that because of that fear of intimacy that I mentioned earlier, you need to realize that there is no threat to you in your life if you actually give in and start a really deep, intimate relationship with someone. I'm also going to look through the book to try to find the description. Yeah, so it says, it's okay to take a break and enjoy your creations, to take a moment from your busy schedule, to get off the treadmill of life, to appreciate and acknowledge all that you have created, achieved, released, or experienced before rushing on to the next thing, to be in the moment and enjoy where you are, to take a breath and regather your mind, body, and spirit, to recalibrate, appreciate, and celebrate, to decide on what you really want to experience next. If you take a moment, you are not going to miss out. So go on a vacation, book a massage, take long walks in nature, go away for a rejuvenating weekend to recharge and replenish. You can, in order to activate this card, you can keep it close to your chest, and the advice in the booklet is take a break and a breath. Okay, so in order for you to follow your life's purpose, or to even discover what your life's purpose is, you have to rest. You have to realize that you are supported and helped. So you can be a great companion to other people, but also the spirit world is a companion to you. So don't be afraid of being by yourself. Don't be afraid of intimacy either, because they are part of your life's purpose. Okay, pile number 2. I feel that this is the message that I had to deliver to you. The healing energy of the chrysoprase is here, supporting this reading. I hope that this helps you in your endeavors, and I genuinely hope that you can take a rest. Okay, so I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. So for your reading, I have the energy of the honey calcite. Honey calcite is such a soothing, beautiful stone. Do you see the golden light shining through it? I absolutely love it. Oh, please excuse my badly done nails there, and they're in need for a re-evaluation. Anyway, so please focus on the stone. The stone is absolutely beautiful. So this is the energy that's going to guard over your reading. I hope it can be very soothing for you, and we are just going to get into shuffling the cards so we can see what messages we have for you specifically to help soothe, heal, and restore you from the Shaman's Oracle, the Archangel Michael's deck, and the Work Your Light deck. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and shuffle. What messages do we have for pile 3? What messages? Wow! Let's take 2. Let's take them both. I'm doing an exception for your pile. Okay, what message do we have from Archangel Michael? if there are more cards than one or two, I am not going to pick them all because I wanted to do this reading as concentrated as possible. And to just give you something inspiring and simple and not at all confusing. We tend to be overloaded with information. I'm going to take the first one that fell out. This message really wants to make itself known. That's why it came with the face down. So I'm just going to begin with the Work Your Light deck. So you got the Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher. Do you see this beautiful card? I mean, it's energy and it's radiating forms and shapes, and it just has a very feminine kind of quality to it. So I am just going to read you from the booklet what it says regarding the Sisterhood of the Rose. Roses are absolutely wonderful plants. They are known to be like the quintessential plant to give to people that you love, and each one of them has a specific meaning. I personally don't really like them as much as other types of plants, but perhaps there is a message here regarding how the petals of a rose are contained, the complexity of life, of your life, or how you have to handle each situation step by step, just like the petals of a rose, in order to take away from some of its harshness or complexity. But let's see what the book says. So, the Sisterhood of the Rose is a lineage of priestesses and mystics who devoted their lives to serving humanity and seeding light consciousness all over the earth. A cross-section of ancient lineages, it is the path of devotion and beauty. Walking this path means being devoted to seeing and creating beauty wherever you go. The rose symbolizes the heart and the sacred geometry of all life. There you go. So you are being called to notice the beauty around you, particularly in nature, and hear the whispers of Mother Earth. So Mother Earth is constantly whispering, spend time admiring her creations and you will be rewarded with insight and grace. This is beautiful. And as a way to activate this card, the final advice given in the booklet is surround yourself with beauty and create beauty wherever you go. Wow, okay, so definitely go and treat yourself, pamper yourself. Redecorate your home or decorate it, or do something really frivolous, light and fun. We need a lot of light energy from time to time because life and situations in life tend to bog us down. So this is a really light-hearted, beautiful, pink kind of message. That's the way I kind of interpret it. So let's see what Archangel Michael says regarding the situation. Ooh, okay. So you've got new beginnings and a fresh start. So I'm just going to read out the card for you. Thank you for bringing new opportunities and offering support, and for helping me release and heal my past. Fill me with trust as I experience these life changes. Okay, so it feels like there might be a lot of beauty coming into your life. You might have made a decision recently that you want to bring more beauty into your life. You might have ended a karmic cycle where you felt, under a stroke of bad luck, or you felt ugly, and now, since that cycle ended and completed, all of a sudden all this beauty is flowing into your life, whether it is in the form of you feeling more beautiful when you look at yourself in the mirror, or whether it is attracting more money towards you, because Venus rules money and Venus rules beauty as a planet and as an energy, or whether it is you're attracting people that are more pleasant, nicer, they want to fine wine and dine you, they include you in their projects. It's almost like your social circle is growing and you are feeling supported and you're feeling appreciated, you're feeling loved, like you can just let your hair down. So this is a wonderful energy, new beginnings and a fresh start. And lastly, let's see, you got 2 cards from the Shaman's Oracle. Oh, okay, so this is interesting. You've got quite contradictory influences here. Yeah, so you've got the Dancer of Lies and the Hunter of Abundance. Let's just take this message one by one. I'm going to start first with the Dancer of Lies. It could be a warning here to be careful not to become frivolous in this newfound glory and abundance. I'm going to read you what the booklet actually says, and in the booklet, the way that the authors have designed it, it's almost like the cards are speaking to yourself about who they really are. So the Dancer of Lies says, I am the Dancer of Lies. I live to distract, to destroy, and to break down all truth into darkness and despair. Oh, okay. I dance in your heart and in your thoughts, and I lead you away from the path you are meant to follow into a place of mishap and reality. I break hearts and minds alike, and I am the hardest opponent you will face. You are right to fear me, but like all liars, I fall back in the face of truth. Yeah, so the interpretation of this card is that only if you can confront truths can you conquer the liar within, and you can return back to the path you truly desire. So it's about darkness, distractions, dissolution of dreams, loss, inner conflict, and being led astray. It's about that sense of falsehood and hypocrisy, whether this is something that lies within yourself or within your environment. And you should be very, very careful about this tendency, because as this amazing new energy is flowing into your life, you don't want to overdo it, or you don't want to push it away, or you don't want to just fall into a life of excess and frivolous beauty to such an extent that you forget about who you are, and you forget about your heart, you forget about your truth, you forget about the fact that you're a spiritual being as well, not only a material being. Yeah, so don't worry too much about this Dancer of Lies. This message is meant to be supportive, it's meant to heal you and help you grow. It might just be some toxic residue that felt its need to come out in this reading from some struggles that you're currently dealing with in your life. But here we have the Hunter of Abundance. So usually hunters are stronger than dancers because they are the ones that actually set out to achieve a goal, and they usually hunt it down until the outcome is achieved. So don't worry, the hunter trumps the Dancer of Lies in this reading, okay? So the Hunter of Abundance, I'm going to search for the message and read you what the card says. Yeah. There's so much light coming from this card. I love it. I am the Hunter of Abundance. Wherever I go, I forage for the richest store of good things, the utmost bounty that will encourage stability, strength, grow, and comfort within you. When I find these things, I bring them home to bestow them upon you who have asked me to seek them out. My presence on your journey represents a fulfillment of purpose, an overflowing of fruitfulness and riches of spirit, heart, and mind. So yeah, this card speaks about having plenty, certainty, feeling loved and loving, having well-being, being really resourceful, discovering your hidden talents as well, because abundance usually stems from within, without. And then there's this flow that the without supports the within. So it's about strength of yourself, discovering your hidden talents, and bringing this out into the light. This beautiful sense of I have enough, I even have more than enough, I have plenty, and a sense of spiritual sufficiency. Yeah. So I think this has been the message that I wanted to convey to you. Just basically be abundant, enjoy this fresh start, revel in beauty, but don't do it to such an extent that you become a hypocrite or a person that lies to themselves. I don't mean to have this sound very harsh. It's just a caution against excess, okay? It's just a caution against excess. That's basically what it is. Okay, so I hope you like this message. The energy of honey calcite has been supporting this reading, and I wish you all the best on your new start, and I hope that you're gonna have and make fantastic memories out of enjoying all this beauty and abundance that is coming into your life. Okay, I'll see you next time. Bye, pile number 3. Hello, pile number 4. I'm really happy that you could join this reading. I have for you today the energy of blue lace agate. This is a remarkably gorgeous stone. It has very pastel blue kind of hues, and it has these amazing ridges that make it look almost like lace. That's why the name, blue lace agate. It is supposed to connect us with the angelic realms. So there you go. We have some protection from spirit in this reading to help us channel love and light into the world. Okay, so without further ado, because my camera is kind of losing its battery, I'm just going to go ahead with your reading. I'll pull one card from each. What energy do we have for pile number 4? Oh, you got 2. Okay, good. Just like pile number 3, I'll make an exception and accept both of your cards. What energy do we have for pile number 4? What message of support do we have from Archangel Michael? Okay. And finally, from the Work Your Light deck, what message of support? 2 cards. Okay, I'll make an exception for you because they just popped out. And I'll begin with the messages from the Shaman's Oracle, because they really they popped out with their heads first, which means that the energy really wants to make itself known. So you got, similar to pile number 3, you might want to actually have a look at pile number 3. You got contrasting energies. The Shaman of Courage. Okay, I'm going to try to center it. Yeah. And then you've got the Hunter of Conflict. So I'll begin with each of these energies individually, and I'll begin with the more negative energy first. So the Hunter of Conflict. I'm just going to look what it says in the book. I am the Hunter of Conflict. Though I may seem fierce and intractable, I hesitate to draw my sword except in defense. Rather, I seek peaceful ways to help you resolve opposition in your life. And while I may use powerful energies of conflict to fuel myself, I do not seek to gain victory over others through violence or aggression. I exist to seek out the sources of your inner conflicts and find ways to heal and restore you to a state of wholeness. Of wholeness. Okay, so this is a beautiful message. It's not about conflict entering your life, but it's about having the hunter energy helping you overcome this part. So if you've been dealing with struggles, just know that determination and the spirit of resolution is coming. And maybe, who knows, after you hear this reading, you might actually feel inspired to just tackle on whatever conflict appears in your life. I hope so. So it's about harnessing strength to achieve your peace. And it is also about courage and the energy to accomplish your goal. So these 2 cards connect so beautifully. I'm so happy that they came out together, almost like friends holding hands, if you want to be really cheesy. So we also have the Shaman of Courage. The Shaman is it's a more soothing influence than the hunter. It's not about somebody that goes out there to achieve its goal, but it's about, shamans were the doctors of their tribes, so it's about healing. And I'm going to look for what it says in the book. The Shaman of Courage. So, the booklet says, I am the Shaman of Courage. Whenever and wherever you need me, I will be here to help you discover the resources that lie within you. Resources you may not know you possess. I am there to support you in times of need, when challenges become overwhelming, when strength is required to make even an inch of progress along the way. I journey into fear, and at its heart find courage to overwhelm it. The courage I impart to you and will guide and protect you if ever you are in danger. Beautiful. So courage, as you may well know, is one of the fundamental resources of life. Without it, we tend to just be blocked. We tend to be in the hanged man energy. So the shaman of courage is here to just let you know that you do possess those inner resources that perhaps you never knew you had, or you don't trust yourself enough to overcome any form of conflict, to overcome anything that is a struggle in your path. So let's see what guidance we have from Archangel Michael. Oh, wow. So it feels as if you've been going through some things. I mean, even if Archangel Michael appeared to actually give you a message to shield yourself, that means you definitely need to protect your energy. And I think that this type of reading that I'm doing at the moment might benefit you the most. I actually generally think that this message might be for me as well as a reader, as I've been encountering some toxic energy being thrown my way lately. Anyway, so let's go back to your message. So shield yourself. Archangel Michael, I ask you to protect me, my loved ones, my vehicle, and my home with your powerful shield. Surround us in your purple light, which allows only pure love to penetrate. Please stay with me day and night and keep my loved ones safe. And here you can actually add the names of the specific people or situations that you want Archangel Michael to help protect you with, and cloak in purple and white light. So don't be afraid if you find that this could be quite a scary message. It is not scary at all. You have an angel that is protecting you all the time, and especially now, Archangel Michael, we invoked his energy, is here to defend you against whomever and whosoever is sending you toxic energy or wants to engage you in conflict. Remember, you have the courage, yeah? So feel free to summon and call upon Archangel Michael whenever you're feeling low, because ultimately we have blue lace agate energy. We are creating here a space where a positive light and love can enter, and all bad negative energies can be kept away. Yeah. So let's see. This leads me to the Work Your Light deck. Oh, amazing. It's almost like you got a night and a day card. So during the day, you might be experiencing an awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. See how beautiful, floating above the situation, seeing the situation from a higher perspective. Then you also have birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. How amazing is that? How amazing is that? I am going to see what advice the Work Your Light deck has for you. But generally, I do see that you are going through a tough period, which is helping you become more spiritually aligned with your life. So whatever difficulties you might be having at the moment, try to see them as lessons. I know it's really difficult when you're going through stress, or when people are not as open to love and to giving you what your soul needs, when our soul always needs love and protection and acknowledgement and respect, light. So if people might not be giving you this, it could be because, because of the environment, of the timing. So the card says, you are going through a period of awakening. Things are changing within you and at many levels. You are starting to remember ancient truths and discovering more and more about who you are and why you are incarnated. You might be experiencing past life flashbacks, seeing the invisible thread that is woven through all of life, or even feeling the Kundalini Shakti rise through your body from the base of your spine. Wow. Okay, so whatever is going through your life, the card advises you to don't think too much about it. Instead, repeat the following Work Your Life activation. So you can hold this card to your chest and say, I surrender to my awakening. I allow the Shakti energy to rise from the base of my spine. I open myself up to the universe, using me in a way that delights my mind, my body, and my spirit. How beautiful is that? Oh my God, this is really encouraging. And because you are lucky to get 2 messages, see, you're getting support from the unseen realm. You got actually the most messages from the entire deck. From the entire piles that I was doing today. So, birthing a new age. Sorry, I'm having to shuffle through the little book to find the advice that I have for you. Yeah, so it says, often our path is exactly the one that we don't feel prepared to walk. Walk it anyway. Often what is rising feels far bigger than we could possibly hold. Be a container for it anyway. Often our creations seem to have a wild, uncontrollable consciousness of their own. Birth them anyway. And often what is ours to do is the very thing that most intimidates us. Be courageous and do it anyway. We are birthing a new age. So you see how beautifully the Shaman of Courage connects with this card. How beautifully the Hunter of Conflict connects with the Shield Yourself energy. This is giving me goosebumps, you guys. This is why I'm doing these messages for you. I feel like it's a channel of light coursing through me to help deliver these supportive messages to you. So the booklet also says, it is time to give permission and space for what is beckoning within you to be born. We are literally dreaming a new world into being. And if you want to activate the card, it says, hold the card to your heart and say, I am open to surrendering to the creations that are wanting to be birthed through me. May I be of service in a way that delights my mind, body, and soul. Please use me, please lead me, please show me the way. Now, this is not saying that you're just opening up to any kind of influences. Don't worry. It's not like some sort of alien-like creature is going to burst through you. It's sorry about the tremble. It's more about just opening yourself up energetically. So you might maybe do some, chakra meditations. You can find them online on YouTube as well. Do some chakra cleansing meditations, and I'm sure that you are going to feel as if a weight is being lifted off your shoulder, especially if you're having to deal with conflict. Remember to shield yourself, and remember that you are protected and that you are brave. So this was the messages I have to deliver to you today. The energy of the blue lace agate blessed this reading. So I hope that you've enjoyed this, and I wish you all the best, literally all the best in whatever endeavors you are making in your life at the moment, and may you be filled with love and life to deal with whatever life throws at you in the spirit. Okay, bye pile number 4. I'll see you next time. Mwah!